Welcome to the Fastlane.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you around our 2017 Nissan Xtrail, which we've owned for 3 years. This is the NTEC model, so it's got parking sensors, all like front and back, 360 cameras, sat nav, aircon, basically all the toys it's got inside. I'm going to show you around and tell you things I like about it and what I don't like about it. After owning it for 3 years, the things I've noticed that isn't really that good. So here we go, this is it here in pearl white. Alloy wheels, fog lights, everything, it's got all the toys. So I'm going to show you around it and show you things I like and all the kind of toys it's got. Alright. So I'm going to start off and show you one of my favourite things is the automatic boot. You put the button on the key and it opens up. It's really good for putting like wheelchairs and things in, the shopping in. If your hands are too full, you can actually press the button underneath the boot lid as well to open and close it. I'll just show you, this is how you close it. The button up here, and again it just closes, no bother. The boot, out of all these kind of same type of cars, we've got this one because this is the biggest boot that would be able to fit a wheelchair in without folding it down. It can also take adults in the back seats, no bother, with the boot full. You can move the seats forward and back, and even with them forward there's still plenty of room in the back. The back seats are also great for kids' seats. When they're sitting in their high chairs or their kids' chairs, they usually sit really high and their feet will hit the seats in front. But I'll show you, I'll open the back door and I'll show you how much space there is. So, as you can see here, you've got the 2 kids' seats in, and there's still plenty of space if they sit. You can also move it forward, which is too far forward, and right back. So it just shows there's plenty of space to move them forward and back to make the boot as big as possible. Over the other side we have Corey's ISOFIX seat, which is really great. The ISOFIX is really good in this car. That sits in and we can actually swivel his chair to get him in and out the car, no bother. So the back seats are really high though, that's the only thing. When an adult sits in the back seat, they're quite high and nearly hitting their head off the roof, which is, it's a bit weird feeling, sitting in the back so high, because obviously you're overlooking the front 2 seats. I'll show you in the front now. So now we're in the front, I'll show you. Down here you have your boot button, so you can actually open the boot from inside the car as well. So if the missus is at the shops and you're sitting waiting on her, you can press the boot and open it from inside the car if her hands are too busy carrying all the shopping she's went and bought. You've also got your traction control down here, and you've got your door open and close button. You can actually turn the power off to it, so it's not a power boot anymore. You can just do it manually, but you've got the power boot, you might as well use it. Traction controls here as well. As I said, beside that is your parking sensors. You can turn the parking sensors off. Usually if you're pulling up beside like a fence or a wall or anything, at slow speeds the parking sensors will go off, and it can be annoying when it's beeping really loud, and the cameras will come on just to show you how close you are to it. So if it's annoying, you can actually press it and it turns them off, so you can drive normally without getting annoyed with the alarm going off. I'll show you inside at the dash, controls and things. So the steering wheel as well, this is one of my things I hate about it, is the horn. The horns in it, you can't reach it, you actually have to press it, and if you're turning the steering wheel you can actually hit the horn at times. The buttons as well on the steering wheel, yeah, it's great, they're there, But if you're driving and you want to turn the volume down, and when the volume switch is here, and you're turning right round, then you can't turn the volume down. It's a bit of a pain. You've got cruise control as well, and your speed limit, so you can actually set a limit. So you can't obviously go over it if you're in an average speed and things. You can set a limit and it won't let you go over the speed limit for that zone. So I'll show you the 360 cameras as well. Just 2 seconds. So in here you press your cameras and it shows you 360 cameras round about the car. So this is your front one, your sides and your back. And when you put it into reverse, the back one come on and show you. So when you're reversing, and when you turn, it'll give you tram lines to let you know if you're in a space or if you're going to hit anything. You've got your sat nav, which is there. Your sat nav's here. There you go. Oh. There's your sat nav. Your CD, your aux, back to radio, and your phone. Just put back to cameras. There's your cameras again. And up on the dash here as well, in the centre, also it'll show your tyre pressure monitors, your driver aids, so your sensors at the front. If you're going to run at the back of someone, if it senses someone stopped in front, it'll beep at you, and if you don't react, it will actually put the brakes on for you. You get radio. When you drive through areas, it will show what speed limit is in that area. You've got your compass, average speed, average fuel. The fuel is really bad in this car. It's a 1.6 and on the motorway it just guzzles petrol. The Subaru I've got is 2.5 turbo and it's more, I'll say, better on fuel than it is this anyway. This is the only thing I don't like about this car, is the fuel's really bad for motorway driving. I would think it would be a bit better usually. Your trip computer tells you your speed as well, and then just one again for the door opening. So now that we're in the car, I'm just going to show you a few things that I don't really like about it as well. It has the sunroof, the moonroof, that will go all the way back, but when you put it all the way back and you're driving, it makes a hell of a noise. It's actually going to blow your eardrums out. The same with if you put the windows down. If you put the windows down in the back, that right down, it also makes the same noise. So you can't actually put the back windows down or open the sunroof fully when driving. It's just too sore in your ears, the noise it makes. I'll drive in a wee bit and I'll do it and I'll show you how loud it is. I don't know if the mics will pick it up how bad it is, but it's really loud. The gears as well, with how the gearbox, 6-speed gearbox. I find when you try to put it into first gear, if you're pulling away from a junction or something and you've been stopped and you go to put it into first gear, it doesn't like to go in. It hits a notch every time you try to, even if you go slow, it still hits that notch. I find you put it into second first and then into first, second then first, to get it going smoothly without it catching that notch. From 5th to 6th gear when you're driving on the motorway and you're trying to get up to 6th gear. You're in 5th and then you go into 6th to go cruising and you lose all your power. It's like you go off boost and there's no turbo in anything. You need to actually wait for it to build back up again before you can start driving again. It is quite annoying, especially when I've drove like my work van and other cars and things, and it's easy enough. It's just nice and smooth through the gears, cruising down the motorway, but it's a bit of a chore. You need to drop the gears in this a lot for driving about town and things. There's not enough torque in it to drive like just normally. It's a bit of a pain. You're always up and down the gears in it because it just doesn't have power. It doesn't have enough power. It's too big a car. Just for the engine, it's far too heavy. This is also the front wheel drive model, so it wheel spins a lot. There's just the back end just feels too heavy. Pulling out of junctions and things when it's a wee bit wet or icy and things, it just slips, and then traction control cuts in, kills your power, and it's really annoying to drive. That's the things I hate about it. Like driving my Subaru, I know I can't really compare it to a Subaru because Subaru's just way better. Just when you drive that and you want to go, it goes. You can pull out a junction and it's fine. You don't need to worry about, oh, am I going to start wheel spinning? Is it going to lose traction? Is traction control going to kill my power? You can just drive it. But in this car, you need to think, oh, is that gap big enough for me to pull out? Or are you going to get T-boned? So I'm just going to show you this problem with the first gear. When you go to put in first gear, when you're pulling away, so you go over and that's it. It hits. It's hitting a notch. So even in, try to go back in a second as well. So the clutch is right down into first, but as soon as you come back out, back over again, it's hitting that. Finally goes in. The throw as well in the gears is really long. So if you're driving lots of different other cars and you jump into this to drive it, you will miss gears. 100% you'll miss gears because it's that far. Your clutch will be back up by the time you actually try to change into second or 34th or 56th. The throw is that far. It is a bit annoying. Down here you have your cup holders where it's got a wee vent, so if you've got the aircon on, it can blow through and keep your drinks cool. And if it's cold and you've got tea or coffee, you can put it on hot and it'll blow hot air through it and keep your coffee or tea hot, which is kind of cool but a bit random as well. I'll just go a wee drive now and show you. So here we go, let's go. So I'll show you the noise with the windows down for the one window down in the back. I'll put mine down in a minute once we're on this road here. So at 30 miles an hour it's absolutely brutal. Just high pitched noise. Here we go. So I'll put this window down, see if it does it. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll open the sunroof. So we'll get the sunroof opening, right? So it opens in 2 stages. So first stage is no bother. Second stage, you open it fully. Can't really hear it. It's not doing both back windows down, only slightly. The cabin pressure noise is really bad. I guess nobody tells you this when you go to buy it. Yeah, don't put both back windows down or drive at 30 miles an hour with the back window down, because it'll blow your ears out. The fuel as well, everyone says, oh yeah, it's great, 30 miles to the gallon. I don't think I've ever had 30 miles to the gallon in this car. It's usually about 24, 25, and that's even on long journeys. Yeah, it's really, really poor. And you always seem to get, I think, is it maybe 200 odd miles to a tank, and it takes about 70, 80 pounds to fill the tank. So it is quite poor for the amount of fuel you put in. It's quite poor for when you back out it. Yeah, there's plenty of space in it. It's good. It's 26 now, and that's you. You've lost it. The power. So we're at 2,500 RPM in 5th, change into 6th, and it drops down to 2,000, and that's you. You're just dead band. Brakes are good. Clutch is good. The wipers, it has automatic wipers, which are great, but when it's like that spitting fine rain, it's either on or off. It's a pain. It doesn't clear the window quick enough, doesn't kick in quick enough to like clear the window basically. It also has automatic headlights, which is great. I know the DRL thing puts front lights on, there's no back lights on, so if you're driving about, your front DRLs are on, but you've got no back lights. So when you're driving in winter times, people drive about, it looks like there's no lights on at the back. Yeah, it's a pain, but the good thing about the auto lights is it has auto high beam, so full beam. So if you're driving on a back road and you have full beam and the lights are set to auto, it'll, if there's a car in front, you're coming up behind the car in front, it'll notice the tail lights and it'll actually put the beam for you. Or if you can turn a corner and there's another car on the other side of the road coming towards you, it'll notice the beam and it'll dip the headlights automatically, meaning you can keep your hands on the wheel where you should be while driving on a back road. That's what I really, really like about this car. I wish more cars had that actually. It's just a lot nicer to drive on a back road. Well, obviously not taking your hands off to adjust high beam and things. What else? If you get any questions or anything, just drop them in the comments below and I'll answer them. This car is going to go back next week, hopefully, and we're picking up a new car. The reason why we have this car is a mobility car for my son. He's in a wheelchair, so he basically gets this to help him to get about and things. So it's good. We've had it for 3 years. We've only done 22,000 miles in it in the 3 years we've owned it. Not really drove it that far. Keep meaning to try and do it, but it's not really been that good for long distances. Obviously the fuel problem takes a lot but drinks it. The next car we're picking up is a Peugeot Rifter with a wheelchair access ramp in the back. So that'll be good to see what that's like. I'll do a video on that as well. Maybe get that once I've drove it for a good bit. Have a watch of our other videos and see what you think. Thank you for coming to the channel to watch this review. Remember to subscribe, like, share, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the social medias. We're all on there. Yeah, thanks for watching. This is the end of the review. Not much else to say. Just a heads up if anyone's ever going to buy one. Review it first, see what you think about any car. Just review it, see what problems there is, common faults. Every car has problems. This car has actually been problem free. Touch wood, it still says problem free. For the 3 years we've owned it, we've had no problems whatsoever. I suppose that's good. It's only done 22,000 miles on it. It was brand new, 10 miles on it when we picked it up. so shouldn't really have any problems. But to be honest, it's been quite good. Yeah, so thanks again for watching, and